EposVox here with a quick update regarding the AVerMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. This is an external capture card that can capture your video game footage, or any footage really, from an external source such as the PS4 Pro or Xbox One from a 4K 60 signal and capture it at 1080p 60. It passes through the 4K to your 4K TV or monitor, but downscales and captures in 1080p. I previously reviewed this capture card back in December or November of 2017, and my review was fairly praiseworthy. For the price, this is the best option to capture things that are native 4K 60 sources and be able to pull them in, since it does capture externally to a micro SD card and into your computer via USB. I thought it was a great option, but I ran into this major issue where the encoder kind of got overloaded a bit when you stared at empty or still scenes. And I showed this via the lobby in Call of Duty World War II and at the PlayStation 4 menu. When there was a little motion, the encoder just got super choppy and there was a lot of frame drops for some reason. They had me try out a bunch of different software and firmware updates. None of those really fixed anything, and they wound up shipping me a new unit. And honestly, I just haven't had the time to cover it since then. But I am now on a new computer, a new Windows install, and I have a new unit, as well as a software update, which they just released here in March. And the issue is mostly resolved. There's still a little bit of choppiness in the same scenes. I pulled up the same setup, PlayStation 4 menu, Call of Duty World War II lobby, all of that. And there's still some frame drops down into 55 and stuff at certain points, but it is a lot better and it's a lot less noticeable. There's still frame drops every once in a while in gameplay, and sometimes when I'm looking at loading into a lobby while I'm playing Call of Duty, it doesn't 100% look like exactly 60 FPS compared to what's on my monitor. But for the most part, I think they have mostly resolved the issues. I also had a few questions, which I skipped over, of things that I didn't cover, at least in my original review, which was if it can pass through 1440, or if it can pass through 4K 60, can it pass through 1440p 60? And would it support ultra-wide? Here's an interesting thing. I cannot actually get higher than 1080p signal sent to this capture card from a PC. I tried 4K 60, 1440p 60, ultra-wide 1440p. None of it works. In Windows, it's only detected as a 1080p 60 device, and I am using all USB, or not USB, I'm using all HDMI 2.0 cables. That is 100% certain. I have spent $100 on cables lately to make sure all of my cables are swapped out. It works from my 1080 Ti to there. It will not detect it as a 4K device, and so I cannot push 1440p, I cannot push ultra-wide, none of that. Simply 1920 by 1080. So I wanted to go ahead and address that, since I had a few questions regarding that, and just double check my testing. And like I said, there is still a few frame drops. It's still not perfect. And I mean, that's to be expected, given that there's basically a mini computer inside this capture card doing most of the work. But it's definitely improved compared to where it was in my review in December. So I thought it was important to provide an update video here, just to update my coverage and let you know. If you want to check out the rest of my full review, link will be in the description down below. I'm EposVox, here to make tech easier and more fun, and I'll see you in the next one. This video is sponsored by viewers like you. Our videos would not be possible without the generosity of those of you who contribute to one of our fan funding options, be it donor box, Twitch subscriptions, direct contributions via PayPal, or Patreon. To join our inner circle and get behind the scenes looks at videos, go to eposvox.com/support to learn more, and join us on Discord at eposvox.com/discord. Thanks.